New York, home of America's premier racing program. If you're looking to race for riches in the Empire State, the Mooresville Yearling Sale on Monday, September 27th is a must-attend auction. Brought to you by the students of Mooresville College Equine Institute, no other sale in September offers as many New York sired horses and the largest selection of yearlings eligible to the rich $19 million New York Sire Stakes. This year, our catalog numbers 207 by the industry's leading sires and first crop sires: Equinox B, RC Royalty, Sandvik, and Straight Up Lindy. Our catalog is now online, and the printed version is also available. Search our online catalog and view our live updated pedigrees at www.mooresvillesale.com. New York Racing and the Mooresville Yearling Sale, an unbeatable combination.
Hi, this is Jeff Dabrowski with The Edge in America. We're actually The Edge in Australia today because we're with Rob Vandyke from Pepper Tree Farm in Australia. And Rob, welcome to The Edge in America.
Thank you.
You recently pulled off a major coup with getting Sports Writer. Tell us how that all went down.
I've been looking at the horse following his career from a 2-year-old, and I spoke to his owner, Steve Calhoun from Canada, and we followed the horse, and I registered my interest with Steve way back before the Breeders' Crown as a 2-year-old. And surprisingly, the 2-year-old race that he got beaten in was the race that really determined my like for the horse and what I saw in the horse at that point. His determination was a wonderful thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we barely knew his racing career was over and he was already signed a deal with you. Is that something that had been in the works?
Yeah, well, as I said, that had been sort of progressing since before the Breeders' Crown as a 2-year-old. So I'd had that dialogue with Steve, and then through when Southwind bought into the horse, I continued that dialogue with Mike Clow. And when the horse retired from racing, it was a pretty straightforward transition to enable the horse to come to Pepper Tree Farm and to Australia.
How do you think he'll be received, and what kind of stud fee you're anticipating for him?
The horse has already been very well received. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the horse coming. We brought Art Major to Australia from Blue Chip Farms, and he's done remarkably well in Australia. He's the leading sire there now, and I see this horse as replacing Art Major at our farm, Pepper Tree Farms, because I sold an interest in Art Major to Alabar Farms, and he now stands down in Victoria. But Sports Writer will stand at Pepper Tree Farms in New South Wales. New South Wales is on the verge of becoming the leading state in harness racing in Australasia. There's the impending sale of Harold Park, and that'll inject a lot of funds back into our industry. And the Board of Harness Racing New South Wales has just this year put into place some breeding incentives that I believe are equal to, if not the best, in Australasia.
Tell me a little more about Pepper Tree Farms. You're here. Who's minding the store?
Oh, my wife and I are the principals of the farm. She's at home and managing, running the office, and we have very good staff outside. So they're looking after things, but as soon as I get back, we'll be into our foaling, so it'll be all on again. You've
had some other stallions that are there down that are popular here in the States. You've done some semen transport with some beach somewhere. Tell me who else is at your farm?
We negotiated the arrangement to manage the frozen semen for Some Beach Somewhere on behalf of Hanover Shoe Farms, and that horse has been well received as well. He's going to breed a significant number of mares this year, and last year we bred quite a few good quality mares to the horse, and we're eagerly awaiting his foals. We also stand Aces and Sevens at home, who's been a wonderful sire for us, and he'll continue to stay there. Always a Virgin's coming this year to stand. He's going to be the best, or he is the best son of Western Ideal in Australia, and he's been very well received as well.
We're glad you're here in America, and we're glad you're here on the Edge of America. Our guest, our host today has been Southwind Farm in New Jersey. I guess by now, I know you're very well aware of the situation Jersey's in as far as their racing. How's the racing industry in Australia, and is there any comparison to the problems we're having here?
Yeah, I guess that some of the problems that we have in Australia are similar to the problems that they have here in America, not just limited to New Jersey. But I believe that the Australian administrators are working very hard to address those problems. And as I mentioned earlier, that I believe New South Wales is on the verge of becoming the leading state in Australasia, and we're very excited about that. The problems in New Jersey, I don't really wish to speak on behalf of how they could be solved or what those problems actually are, just to say that there are similar problems right around the world, and harness racing has to work hard to address those issues.
All right, well, we appreciate you being on the Harness Edge and the Edge in America, and we appreciate Southwind Farm for letting us be here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.
Nice.
Thank you.
We'll see the rest of you soon on the Edge.